The wind howled through the frozen forest as Jason's body lay motionless near his cabin. Snowflakes dusted his hair, his breath barely visible in the cold night air. His wolf, Shadow, paced around him anxiously, his golden eyes flickering with panic. He let out a deep, mournful howl, but no one came. Jason had rescued Shadow as a pup, nursing him back to health when he was barely clinging to life. Over the years, their bond had grown unbreakable. Now, as Jason lay unconscious in the snow, Shadow knew he had to protect him. Hours passed before headlights pierced through the darkness. A car stopped near the cabin, and Dr. Miller, the town's physician, stepped out. His boots crunched against the ice as he hurried toward Jason. "Jason!" Dr. Miller called, kneeling down. Before his hands could reach Jason, a deep growl stopped him. Shadow stepped forward, his body tense, teeth bared. His usually calm demeanor was gone, he looked ready to attack. "Easy, boy," Dr. Miller said, holding up his hands. "I'm here to help him." But Shadow wouldn't move. His growls grew louder, more threatening. He planted his paws firmly on the ground, blocking Jason's body. Dr. Miller frowned. He had treated Jason before, and Shadow had always been friendly. But this time, something was different. "Shadow, let him help," a weak voice croaked. Jason's eyes fluttered open, his face pale. Shadow turned to him, ears twitching at his voice. But when Dr. Miller tried again to touch him, the wolf snarled louder, and then Jason noticed something. His fingers twitched slightly, but he couldn't feel them. His body was cold, too cold. He tried to move his legs, but they didn't respond. A deep chill of fear crept over him. I can't move," he whispered. Dr. Miller's face darkened. He reached forward once more, but Shadow lunged, snapping just inches from his hand. The doctor gasped and stepped back. "Jason, I need to check your spine. Something's wrong." Jason's breath hitched. Shadow had sensed it before anyone else. For a long moment, Jason stared at his loyal companion. The wolf wasn't attacking Dr. Miller out of fear or aggression. He was stopping him because something inside Jason was broken, something that, if moved the wrong way, could be fatal. Realization dawned on Dr. Miller's face. "He knows," he murmured. "He knows something's wrong with your back." Jason swallowed hard. "Then we have to trust him." Dr. Miller hesitated but nodded. "I need a stretcher and a team to carefully lift you. If Shadow is right, any wrong movement could paralyze you forever." Shadow, sensing they finally understood, lowered his head and whined softly. He nudged Jason's hand, his golden eyes filled with something more powerful than words: love, loyalty, and an unshakable instinct to protect. As sirens echoed in the distance, Jason smiled weakly. "You saved me again, boy," he whispered. Shadow let out a soft huff and curled up beside him, never leaving his side.